Member from Ottawa Centre.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is for the Attorney General. I'm sure all members have heard, as I have, difficult stories from constituents involved in family courts. We're keenly aware that the system can be difficult to navigate, particularly when going through emotional, life-changing events like divorce or child custody disputes. Speaker, people in these circumstances often put the highest concern on the well-being of their children and want to know how they can get access to reliable information early in the process so that they can make the best possible decisions for their families during a difficult time. I know over the past year the government has begun offering an information service to families at certain courthouses in the Greater Toronto Area. Speaker, can the Attorney General tell us and the families we represent what our government is doing to make sure that families in my riding of Ottawa Centre and all across Ontario have access to the information they need in order to make informed decisions in family law matters?
Minister.
Thank you, Speaker. The member from Ottawa Centre raises a very important issue, and he's brought these concerns to my attention in the past. And that's why we've launched a four-pillar reform of the family law system. And it all begins with knowledge. You know, information, knowledge really is power. And people who aren't lawyers or judges need additional information in an easy-to-understand form about what they're going to face when they enter the family law system. It can be very intimidating at a very emotional and difficult period of time. So the first pillar of the reform is a mandatory information system. Make sure that everybody who's going to enter the family law system knows what they're facing, what community supports might be available, what additional supports in terms of legal advice, mediation, what effect this might have on their children. It's all about making sure people are prepared for the justice system they're about to face.
Supplementary.
Thank you, Speaker. Many people feel that the justice system can be overly costly and confrontational, particularly when dealing with family disputes. The process is also seen to be overly complicated and inaccessible to people. For some, it may be the only time in their lives when they encounter the justice system, and they are doing so at a time when they may have a lot at stake and tensions are high. I know that throughout Ontario, many communities have counseling or support services that are available to help families when going through these difficult times. Speaker, can the Attorney General tell us what the government is doing to ensure families know where to turn in their communities for support, and how can we make our family justice system less confrontational to the benefit of thousands of families in difficult circumstances?
Well, Speaker, the member's right. You know, when families are facing a family law crisis, it's a deeply emotional time, very difficult decision. So part of the reforms are to take the emotion out of the fight, take the emotion out of the issues. So in addition to the mandatory information program, we're providing additional opportunities to mediate or facilitate the resolution of issues without the full court fight. And we're providing additional opportunities to have legal advice early on in the process, either through the legal aid plan or through one-stop shops we're setting up in 6 different locations. This has already come into force in all of our unified sites April 1st. It'll be in every site by the end of the summer, Speaker. It's good for families, good for the system of justice.